Hi, this is Judd with Presenter Media. In this video, we're taking a look at this PowerPoint template called Circle Data Rings. And this is an animated PowerPoint template with diagrams, these circle diagrams in it. And this first slide is just a title slide. You can keep it and add your own title, or you can just use the diagrams in the following slides. We'll take a look at the second slide. And right now it's set up with 4 sections in each of these rings. If you want to change that, we'll do that right now. So to change that, you just select the ring, and we have this outer ring selected right here, and then go up to where it says Chart Design, click on that, and then click on this where it says Edit Data, just click on the icon here. And that will open up the where you can edit the data right there. And what you want to do is click on this middle dot right here between these 2 columns and just pull it down. And then that will automatically add another column in here. So now I have 5. And then I would want to go click into this text box, select what's in it, and maybe I want this to be E. And also, now that I added another segment, if I play the slideshow, you can see that the circle doesn't really rotate like a circle anymore. So to fix that, you'll need to select, so you select all the letters or the labels inside this ring, and you can tell they're all selected by these little boxes around the letters. And then I want to go up to Home and then click on this little A right here. So there's a big A, little a. Just click and take that down to maybe size 16. And that should fix so it rotates like a circle again, and that looks good. And then over here, I'll need to add another area to the list, since we now have 5 areas. So what I can do is just click on this list, and it will open up this dialog box here. And if I select at the end of the sentence of the last area here, so you have 1, 2, 3, 4 right here, and then just hit enter on my keyboard, it'll add another area right underneath that. So now I have 5 segments on the list here. And then if you want to add another letter over here, what you need to do is select the circle, and then I hold Shift on my keyboard because it keeps the circle constrained as I move it up and down. And I'm just gonna move this one up as well, kind of to the center of this this box right here. And then I'm gonna right click on this circle and go to copy, and then just right click anywhere in here and go this paste option, the first paste option. And then I'm just going to drag that new circle down to match up in the middle of this text box area here, and that looks good. And now with my new, actually I'm going to color this first. I'm just going to right click on it and go to fill, and fill it with orange instead of the yellow. Okay, now I'm going to hold Shift on my keyboard and click each one of these items or these circles. And then I want to go up to Shape Format right up here. So I click on that with all these selected, and then go over to where it says Align underneath Arrangement or Arrange options. And then I want to use the Distribute Vertically. And you can see that now distributes them perfectly. And then I want to go back up to that Align, and then I want to align to left. So that will align them all up on that side too. So that should be good. And I could do that for this inner circle too as well. But I'm just going to leave that for now and go on to the next slide here. And let's go to this core slide. So this has like these different layers. So this one's a little bit trickier. If you want to add another layer, you'll have to select the inner layer, hit copy, so right click on it, go copy, right click again, oops, okay, right click again, go paste, and now that new layer is added in there, and I can click into it, and once I have it click into it, so I might have to double click one. Actually, it just selects it. So I clicked on the ring and you can see it's selected by these dots here. So if I right click on that ring, I can go to fill, and I'm going to fill it with a gray. And now holding shift on my keyboard with that ring selected, I'm going to select the outer edge of the selection box here and just drag it in and kind of move it back into place here. That looks good. And now I have another ring. And what I'll need to do is add another section over here. And the way to do that on this slide is just select this first area here and move it all the way to the top. And then move the bottom one all the way to the bottom. And then I'm just going to choose one of these ones in between and right click on it. And with it selected, so it's got the selection box around it, and then go copy, right click again, and then go paste. Okay, that looks good. And then with this one in place where I want it and this one in place where I want it, I can just hold the shift key and select them all. Okay, so holding the shift key, I can select them all, and then go back up to shape format, go to the line option over here, and then do the distribute vertically again. Okay, that looks good. And then go back to align and align to left to make sure they're all lined up, and they are. And then I would need to change the color of one of these to match the gray. So I can just double click in to select the circle here. We'll just change this one and then go to fill, and we'll just fill it with that gray. And then I'll need to select the text on the inside as well, and actually go over here. I'll need to select the text like that, or I can go up here underneath home and then click on the text and change the color that way as well. Okay, and then play that. And now I have another ring in there. If you don't want another ring or wanted less rings, you would just delete them out like this. And then you would make this circle bigger and kind of position it so it's, let's see, so it kind of fills that area. There we go. And then we'd only have 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And of course you would take a couple out here to have 4 instead of, or actually we have 3 because the core is its own element with its own description. So you'd take out 3. Yep, and then you would drag these down, something like that. And then shift select them all, go to shape format, and click distribute vertically. And they were pretty good. I guess I got them lined up pretty good. And that's that's good. And then you'd have your slide with only 3 rings and then the core element there. Let's go to this slide. If you want to edit this slide, say add some more rings. I'm just going to delete this text box out here to make room for some more rings. And what I do is just I'm going to select this yellow ring here and right click on it and go copy, then right click somewhere in here. Okay, right click. Okay, there we get the paste option. Paste. I'm going to move this right here. That looks good. Okay, and then I'm going to copy and paste. I'm just going to use the hotkey for copy and paste, which is on a Windows machine is Control-C, Control-V. And that looks good. Okay, and then I would just change the colors of these. Oops, I got to click into it and then right click. There we go. So orange, click on it, make sure the inside selected by it. You can see these little dots here. And then go to a gray, a little lighter gray there. Okay, that looks good. And and then if I wanted to, I could add some more options in here. There's only 4 and I just added 2 more, so I would have to do the same thing I did in the one above, where you can just follow the instructions on the last thing I did, where I, whoops, move the background there. Move these around. Copy. It's gonna be a little hard to squeeze 2 more in here, but we'll see what we can do. All right, so that's about as low as I can go, about as high as I can go there. And then I'm just gonna shift select all these and go up to shape format up here. Go to align, then go distribute vertically. And I'm gonna go back to align and distribute left. That kind of moved a few over. There, okay, well, they kind of all fit. It's kind of jammed over here, but if you want to add a few more of those, you can. And then, of course, you'd have to go in and recolor these. So I double-clicked into that element and then right-click on the circle and go to fill with an orange. Change the text to an orange. Over here, up underneath home, in the font options right here, and then go click orange. And then I would do the same thing, make a gray one. And then one other thing I would need to do is go underneath animations up in the top menu, and then go over to where it says animation pane, open that up, and it'll open up this animation pane over here that shows you the animation. And I can expand this by just hovering the mouse kind of in between these 2 windows, and you can see the arrow changes, and I can drag that out. And then what I need to do is, since I copied these 2 elements from this one, it copied the animation, but it didn't put it in the right spot. So where it says chart 25, chart 31 right here, the size or the length of this animation you can see is the same as these up here where it says chart, and this is where all the charts are contained. So I just hold shift and select both these animation tracks and then drag them up so they're with these other ones as well. And then let's see, that looks good. Okay, and then I could also if I wanted to copy and put some other text in between or in these as well, these rings, you can see that the animation copies over here, but it needs to be up with these other animations. So just holding shift, I can select both those animation tracks, drag them up, and now they're together with all these other text boxes. And if I play this, it all should come in as well. Yep, looks good. Yep, all the descriptions come in, and that looks good. And then let's see, if you want to use like this slide, you would just use the technique I used in this slide for adding another segment. And then what you need to do is go into the descriptions here and just click and add another description here. Okay, so add text. So you can see that it adds an E right there. So if you added another segment to the ring and named it E, you'd have to go in here and add another description as well. And that looks good. You may need to shrink the text a little bit to get everything inside the box, but that looks good. If you wanted to take out a segment, you would just work backwards. So just right click, or actually just select the ring, go to chart design, edit data, just click right here. And you can expand this window if you want by just doing the same thing as you did over here. It'll give you like a little arrow up and down, and you just pull that up. And you just go backwards. You just click on the dot in the middle right here. And once you get the 2 little arrows, then you pull up. And now I'll go here. And you can see that there's 3 sections right now, and you'd probably want to rename these. And then also, if I click over here in the list for those, all I have to do is go to the end of the sentence on the last area and hit delete. Actually, yeah. And then if you delete all the stuff, it goes to 3, and then you'd have to delete the 4th circle out. And then again, hold shift and drag that down to the middle of this text box, and drag this top one down to the middle, and then shift click them all. So I have all the circles selected. Go up to shape format, go to align, and then distribute vertically again. And now they should be all in the right place. And yep, that's how you would take away any segments from these diagrams. Let's go to the last page, and this is the last thing I'm going to go over in this video here, explaining this template. To use this one is kind of like you put your different I don't know, processes or things that need to be done inside these areas, and then let's say this one is not nearly complete because it only has one bar filled, and these rest of the ones are grayed out. This one is complete, it's all filled, but let's say you want this yellow one to be complete. So what you do is just double click into that ring, and you can see right here I only have this element section of this element selected, and then I right click and just go fill and change it to another yellow, and then I'd click on the next ring, and you can see that when I first click into it, all the sections are selected. So I need to click again to select only that section, and then right click, fill with yellow. Okay, so now that section or that task is now completed. Yep, just an element you can use to kind of show a process and then reaching the goal. So if all these are kind of just showing how to reach a certain goal, and can show processes that are interconnected. So the slide you can edit just the same as the slide before, where I added another line to this description here of these conditions. So if I wanted to add another section in here, I could. Okay, that's all I'm going to go over in this video for this template. Thanks for following along. If you made it to the end, appreciate it. If you want to watch more of these videos, make sure that you subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you like this video and it was very helpful, just give this video a like. We appreciate that. And yeah, we'll see you on the next video. Have a great day. Bye-bye.